everybody. I am Parker, and we are going to be uh, watching Zach do all challenges. It's going to be a good run, just like the entire TCS um, game. This category has seen a lot of changes in the last couple of years, and so the record has been lowered significantly, and it's going to be a really fun watch. So whenever he's ready, um, I think we're good to go. All right. All right. Seem to be having an issue with the timer. There. Okay, it's going now. We're good. All right. So this is a really, interesting part of the run. Also, the worst part of the run because you have RNG and you don't have any extras to help you with this. So it's only the only times that this is like absolute worst is in challenges and in super story. So, um, but right now he's got some pretty good luck so far. He's got all of the torpedoes really early. Um, yeah, that was pretty good. Okay. Um, that was really good. um, all right. So one of the things that happens with this if you don't play it for a while is forgetting kits. So let's see if he forgets any kits, especially in this level. Looks like he's good so far. All right, got the clip pretty good. Doesn't need extra torpedoes because he already has some. Pretty insane. All right. Okay. Not going for the clip and electing to just use his torpedoes. Oh my gosh. Saved it. Good. This level is also like spam central. You just have to spam the attack button the entire time. So all right, nice. Didn't get zapped. Pretty good. Wow. Doing good. Alright, what's annoying about this level is that the pattern at this end room for the challenge kits is different from the mini kits that you would get in free play. So I know Zach's been running mostly all mini kits lately, so let's see how he does. Oh, got stuck in the wall. So that's like useful for clipping and stuff, like ship clips, but that mechanic unfortunately also has uh, the effect of sometimes just getting you stuck in the wall, and it happens to be bad in this. All right, nice. What a pretty good level all around, especially for a no reset with the RNG that he got. All right, now immediately after that first RNG heavy level, we move into really intense skill and movement heavy level that is really short. This one is entirely 1P2C in the weird geometry of this room. All right, good. Yeah, these Yoda clips are also, or not the Yoda clips, the Yoda grabs there can be a bit finicky. So, um, again, it's just the whole nature of, the changing character mechanic is just incredibly broken. And so, collision sticks through and you can collect things that you normally shouldn't. You can clip through the walls, you can clip through the ceilings, you can use ships to clip through walls as well. It's just broken all around. But that was a really good level, actually. The movement is so satisfying, too. That's probably, my favorite thing about challenges, and I think a lot of people's favorite thing is just the type of movement that you get to do. Right. And then right after that really quick, fast level, you get one of the longer challenges. So there's a couple of different things he could do here at the end. There's the older strat of the bunker clip, and then there's also the newer thing that they do in free play, which is the super jump. So I'm sure he's going to go for the super jump, but you never know. Could pull out a classic. All right, so yeah, the kind of annoying thing about this level in free play and challenges is that you have to basically just do the story strats for a lot of it. Oh, he got the double buttons early. That's really cool. So got a slight time save there from skipping the rest of the cutscene, which is good. Crossing over this beautiful river. Into like 3 of the most satisfying triple jumps in the entire run, which is awesome. All right. Oh, having some trouble there, but got over it. Another, because there's no extras, a lot of people, tend, or in the past have disliked this category because of that, and but it actually, the lack of extras only provides a couple of minor inconveniences. Okay, good. He did the super jump. That was pretty quick. I don't know. Yoda clip is a classic bunker clip, so I'm missing that a little bit, but all right, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty fast. Oh, another thing that happens is sometimes you'll press restart and have to wait for a long time to get to exit out of the level because it's just annoying that you have to scroll down every time.
Can I come in for 2 quick donations?
Yeah, totally.
So we have a $10 donation from Edna saying always happy to support a great cause while watching some of my favorite games be pushed to their absolute limit, and it'll go towards the LIJ Artifact Rush Disguises incentive, and then $25 from BDIP that says all red hats or riot, which will go towards Gus adding the red hats to his Pirates run. So thank you for the donations.
Awesome, thank you. All right. So what's been going on is speed or skip, just to get this one kit, and then the rest of the level is done. The rest of the level is just done on the speeder bikes, which is pretty annoying because on PC, if you drop out, you get dismounted from your vehicle in this game. So it could become a little bit more annoying because I don't think the Wii version has that. So that is one of the things that makes challenges much better on PC. But so see, they drop out and then you get taken off the bike and then you can just get on the next one. Good. Doing really good so far. Sometimes you can get some early grabs on some of those side kits, but sometimes they're just not very forgiving. Awesome. That was really good. Very solid. Oh, you can get off the speeders on Wii. Okay. I know there's something different about that level, though. I just couldn't remember what it was. All right, we're in Carcoon now. This one has an interesting type of mixture of movement and RNG and difficult stuff that makes it very easy to bleed time on this level. So, good with that 1v2c. The other thing about like free play 1v2c in general is that it's so quick that you have to really practice your movement a lot to be able to get things pretty consistently. And especially like in challenges because there's so much of it. There's a lot of dropping in, dropping out, really quick types of movement that are just it's very different from story movement, and doing that on a second player can be a little bit difficult. Got the kit. Awesome. I always found this section to be some of the more satisfying movement in this category. Just the way that the camera pans with your movement is always really satisfying there. Wish I could explain why, but alright. Is he gonna do the not gonna do the swag clip at the end. If you're lucky and you do a really well-timed clip there, you can clip into the thing above you before the timer hits stops. So then so then it ends up just looking really cool. All right, Jabba's Palace to round off episode 6. This one, nothing too crazy in this. Some really cool movement out of bounds though. And again, just some more 1v2c type stuff. Not dropping out here, which was the old strat. It's interesting, getting those destroyed faster. Still hasn't dropped out. It's very interesting. Oh. That's interesting. That clip is slightly faster. I'd be interested to see the timings of that. Okay, so you could also technically do a Yoda grab through there. It is better if you have, I think, Vader for that, but you know, I've never had trouble with it, but if you already have the other player dropped in, I mean, you might as well do the... Alright, good. 1902. Really what you're looking for there is anything above a 19 for... Oh yeah, the other thing about challenges is that, you know, as you're running it, you can kind of check in on how you're doing on the time without really looking at your timer. So like you memorize a lot of really weird numbers that, like, if you see a different number in that specific location, it'll just feel wrong. So you'll like know you're either really far behind or really far ahead or whatever. So 1902 is a really good, you know, exit from that area. And I guess it's different from splits because it's not really super specific, because it could kind of just be anywhere within that general area, so it's kind of hard. Alright, got the 2 clips from earlier really well. Staying out of bounds here. Yeah, so this is just some really cool out of bounds movement. It's really the whole level. Awesome. Ending out on a 14-16 episode 6. Really good. Yep. Excellent. So now we're in episode 5. Episode 5 is probably the most difficult episode for challenges. The first 2 levels, you want to roll Grievous. Unfortunately, he did not for this one. But you want to roll Grievous so you can do wall climbs that save time but are optional. This level is also really animation cancel heavy, so there's a lot of killing enemies over and over, and the movement for that animation canceling needs to be really clean, or you're just going to lose a lot of time, specifically in this level too. But Zach's free play experience is really coming in handy for this. Alright, there's a cool clip coming up that saves almost no time, but it's really cool. So let's see if he gets it, because it's also pretty difficult to get. Alright, nice. Out of 10. Oh yeah, so I forget that R2 just jumps off of the ledge when you skip this section without him, so you just R2, R4, whichever one you end up getting. But cool movement. 1801, pretty good. Alright, let's see if he rolls Grievous in the next room. Alright. Got Grievous, so I think he's gonna go for the wall climb, but there may be a different strat now. I'm not sure. Alright. Clean clip. That clip is... So all of these clips are so different and so unique. Specifically in this level, for some reason. I mean, there's a lot of unique clips, but I always found these ones to be very interesting and set apart from the rest. Good 1P2C here. Really cool movement in this section as well. Clean. Alright, yeah, going for the wall climb. There we go. There we go, so that's wall climb. Again, they're not super useful in... They're not super useful in the majority of these levels in challenges, but you just happen to have 2 back-to-back where they would be really useful. Oh, missing the swag clip through the floor. Unfortunate. Oh, that would have been CG. Okay. That was really good, though. Alright, Dagobah. Dagobah challenge. Oh my. The contexts that you get between story and challenges are really interesting because, you know, being primarily a challenges runner in my day, the context of these levels just feels very different whenever I play story, so. Alright, some really cool movement, skipping over some transitions. Nice. Good triple jumps. Alright, nice. So there's platforms under that water that still have collision, so if you do it right, you won't die. Same with this area. There's like a track that that you're supposed to build a raft and go on the track and go around, but the Droideka happens to have a high enough hitbox that it can just ride on the track without dying from the water. Really annoying 1P2C right here, but if it works, Good so far. The really annoying Yoda grab right up here. Good. So by switching those characters, it extends the hitbox so that you're able to reach things like mini kits and stuff behind walls. But that one is just like so far away that it has to be kind of precise to get it. Yeah. Alright, good. Got branch clip. Alright, awesome. Alright, good. Up next we've got Falcon Flight. It's not as bad in this category. It's one of the most infamous levels in, the story categories for the RNG and then the boulder and it's just everything. But in this level, it's pretty fun because you can just zoom through everything. So one of the things about challenges is we do the episodes in reverse order because it's well, one of the reasons is because it's easier to get into the Death Star out of the way, and the other reason is just because it ends up being faster to go that way because of the way that your characters are arranged. When you step out of the door, you're closer to the door on your left. Except for in the last episode, or episode 1, I guess, because you'd have to go all the way to the end and then keep going down, so. Alright. Time for these really notorious clips that just never make any sense to me. Because there's always some shenanigans, but sometimes you get really lucky, and sometimes you just like clip right through and go through, and it's just there's no funny movement or anything. Ooh. Okay, I missed that, but was able to get it. Because of the ship mechanics and how fast you're moving, if you miss a 1P2C kit like that, the camera could really mess you up later on, but ended up being fine. Alright, so this trick is one of the more difficult ones because you have to go all the way around the outside rim, call in your second player to get a kit, and then manage to not come in bounds so that you can hit the transition behind the other thing. And this is just another example of, times that having no extras can be a little bit difficult. Alright, managed to get it. Didn't get the fastest version, but was able to still save that part without major difficulties. Oh, missing that kit a couple times. The perspective is also really off, so you'll feel like you're about to get it, and then the perspective just shifts at the last second. You're like, wait a minute, I'm actually not gonna get that at all. Overall, pretty solid. No disasters. That's what we like to see from that level. So we've just seen, 4 really different levels. Dagobah is not too bad, but the other ones have some pretty tricky spots in them. This level starts off with a really difficult clip that is unfortunately pretty necessary to save time. And so it's pretty different than every other clip in this game, because you kind of want to be high, but you also want to be moving forward, and it's not always the same what you want to do versus what you get from what you input. So hopefully he gets it quickly. This replaces like the previous strat was just to keep going through the other rooms. Yeah, it is the worst clip in the entire game. But the previous strat was to go through the hallways like normal, and then there was a couple of other really difficult clips that were replaced by an even more difficult clip. The best part is that right after this clip, there's another clip that's like pretty difficult if you haven't played this category a million times. Oh boy. The whole diagram of this like level layout is like a U shape in this room, and so if you clip here, you can fly across to the other part of the U shape without having to travel the entire U, if that makes sense. It'd be better to have a diagram in like MS Paint or something, but this works as an explanation. Yeah, this is unfortunate, but oh. All right, so he's through the wall. So now he's going to fly across to the other side, which unfortunately is a blind. You are doing it blind, and sometimes your camera can be different than other times that you do it. I think you need to be more left than you're going. Interesting. Yeah, so the camera is really finicky here, so sometimes if you clip and you move into the slightly wrong direction, there we go. See, now I fixed the camera, and so it should be a lot easier. There we go. Awesome. Congratulations. Let's go. So he gets that kit, and then he goes right into this rock clip, which is, fun. It's a fun clip. Then the clip here isn't very difficult, but like sometimes getting in and hitting that transition can be difficult. So excellently done. Quite a stressful level. If anyone that's ever run challenges knows just how painful that is. But and because it's like so close to it's close enough to the start of the run that, if you were doing attempts, you would just reset. And that's half an hour in, and it's just so brutal. All right, got the 2-player buttons. It's good. All right, I think this might be our first example of I don't know why I'm forgetting the name. you can call in and warp to where your other player is. Mega warp, that's what it's called. Yeah, so that was pretty quick, but there's some bigger ones later on, like in Camino, but that one's just a small optimization that you can see. Cool clip here. Very fun, awesome clip here. Awesome. So yeah, episode 5, brutal section. You've got some easy places to bleed a lot of time, and then there's this. And there's 2 vehicle levels that are just horrendous. But Hoth battle. I also used to reset to this one a lot. Mainly for reasons. There's a skip here that I'm not too good at, but I'm pretty sure Zach's good at it, so. And first we've got our. First we got this section. Some chaotic vehicle 1P2C. Get exploded. Idiot. So you can clip through these rocks and get out of bounds. Have to call player 2 to get the kit. And then ride along that thin piece of collision to hit the transition just right, because if you hit it wrong, you can just reload that room. Looks like he got it. Can be pretty tricky sometimes, but honestly, nothing's as tricky as Echo Base, so. Vehicle levels in story, can be kind of a drag, not super fun, but in free play, the skill barrier and the speed are both amped up significantly, and it just becomes a lot more fun. And the types of movement that you get to do, it's really cool. Like look at that. That's awesome. All right, Hoth Battle Arena. Don't have to focus on the RNG here. You can just get kits. All right, it looks like that was a gold for Zach. It was pretty clean too, so I didn't see, any major issues in that. All right, now we're on to episode 4. So episode 4 has a few new strategies in it that were pretty recently implemented. But we start off with a back-to-back vehicle level, which is just tough. Alright, good. Getting the kits. Yeah, the 1P2C in this level is just crazy. Alright, good. Alright, so the camera, that part of the run looks a lot harder than some of the other things we've seen, but there have been way more difficult things that he's done. So the camera helps you out significantly there, and sometimes the optimizations that have gone into this this category, a lot of them have been related to optimal movement with the camera, because the camera can help you out a lot at times, and specifically there, as long as you just take a good enough line, you'll basically just be thrown right into the kit. which is not something that you would like totally expect. But there's examples of that kind of like, you know, not camera manipulation, but taking the right lines so that the camera is just really nice and helpful. Just like scattered throughout to run. Looks like did pretty good there. I didn't see any issues with the clips. Maybe a couple of mess up on the one clip at the end, but all right, Death Star Escape. Starting off with an incredibly quick 1P2C and a clip at the same time, which is just can be a bit difficult at times. All right, good. Everything worked out. All right, so see how he does with this clip. This clip is also... So, funnily enough, that clip was one of the first clips discovered when Yoda clipping was discovered, which is weird because it is stupid. It is just a very different clip, and it's very just interesting. But all right, we're seeing some new... A clip that is not new by any means, but it's been implemented more recently, and it skips a whole climbing Ripmore section. Oh, having a little bit of trouble there. Sometimes getting the jump off correctly is pretty annoying. There we go. So, as you can see, just a slight backtrack, you can jump right up to the other side and skip through the whole thing. This clip sucks too. It's funny because challenges is so fun, but all of the clips, not all of them, but a lot of the clips are not fun. And I think that's also part of the difference between challenges and free play is that you just have the opportunity to do so many more clips and so many more 1P2Cs. And it's just a completely different category that just happens to have some of the same movement. All right, so Princess, we're going to see some funky things happening here. Just a lot of small optimizations have been made in this level in terms of, you know, what characters do when you come out of a transition. Sometimes you Yoda slash, sometimes you don't. The clips have all been really optimized. The lines that you take are optimized. It's gone through a lot of optimization in the last couple of years, just like the rest of the game. So. Ooh. This jump is hard. It has to be really well timed, and it's at the same time forgiving and not forgiving. I really don't know how to explain it. All right. Absolutely speed through that section because there's no kits. Right. Now, some people may say, why not get on the elevator while you triple jump up to get to the thing? Wouldn't that be faster? And yes, you are right. But any seasoned challenges player knows that is not what you should do, because if you miss that triple jump, then you just have to. It just is so annoying. All right, spaceport time. All right. Starting off with some really cool speeder 1P2C grabs. And then I think the new strat here is the same one that they do in any percent, where you mess with the loading of the troops in the last section of this area. So by keeping player 1 there and dropping out at a specific time when the camera pans, you can cause them to... Usually this spot would be full of enemies, but you can cause them to not be. And then it makes that 1P2C way easier. It's just... It more saves... Like, it saves time, but the main thing that it does is save your patience with this category. Alright. Tricky clip right here. Alright, good. So that one is a lot like the clip at the end, but if you slash at the wrong angle or you don't get enough height, you'll just trigger the cutscene that he just skipped. So, fortunately, he did not trigger it. And then this last clip here, pretty standard. That's a fun clip too, because you have to change characters to get the rest of the clip. And then because you change characters, just because of how the wheel is laid out, you're able to fly with Boba Fett across the top of that transition so that you don't trigger that cutscene. It's pretty wonderful. Just the different things that come together for that to be possible. Alright, starting off with a cool 1P2C, and again, common theme. Oh, that jump sucks. So, if you don't hit the ledge and you go a little too far and you hit the metal, you just slide right off. Oh. Oh no. Okay, there we go. That can be really tough, because you can mega warp over there, and then you could be in a little bit of trouble. Just because if you mega warp before you can get back up to get the kit, it can be bad. Interesting. Zach is pretty good at triple jumps on player 2. So... Oh, nice. He's going to skip the section here right to the elevator. Excellent. Zach's pretty good at triple jumps on player 2, so a lot of the strats that he does are faster than the ones that I did, because I was focused on not having to do those. So I would find strats that avoided that but were slightly slower. So like back in that section, I would jump on the barrel and then double jump onto the ledge with the kit, but he could just triple jump onto it because he's better at it. More 1P2C stuff. I also like challenges because you get to see really every room. I mean, not every room, but almost every room in the game. And, rooms that you don't normally go to for any reason at all, ever. Alright, nice. Good fly. got through that section. If you do that section wrong, you can end up sliding into the mud forever. Oh man. Let's see. Okay. Okay, the camera did some interesting things there, but... Alright, so the fastest thing to do is the smoke skip back up. And that transition is... The two sides of the transition are really close, so you have to be pretty precise in order to hit the back one, which will take you to this room. So the first time he just reloaded it. Alright, good. Clean execution here. Darth Vader just standing there, hanging out. Oh yeah, and in some of these clips, like this one right here, there's a lot of potential for hard lock too. So like if you pause with a character right when the game drops them out automatically, you can hard lock and have to restart your game. And so that's happened to be on that clip a couple of times from before with the 1P2C, and then you clip and go get that kit, just because of how that room is laid out. So that's also a big risk for, this category. Looks like he's getting through everything pretty easily. Got through the annoying clip. And got the last kit, right? So that is finished with the first, the original trilogy. So now we only have prequels. Just like in free play, the prequels are going to go a lot faster. Although not that much faster. It ends up being about the same, but they feel a lot faster just because the levels are shorter. I don't know. It's hard to really say, but they feel a lot faster. All right. Grabbing the kits all around this area. That 1P2C Yoda grab, pretty good. 1P2C forcing. Yeah, so... yeah, these platforms are fun. And by fun, I mean they're not fun. Just annoying, really. Nice. Good. That has always been a really good level for Zach. I think it was one of the first challenges that he really started grinding. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I think he started grinding that one when I was still running. So. All right. Interesting thing about this level is, it is the only level in challenges that you take Grievous into, and the reason for that is again a wall climb, and it's been timed and tested quite a bit, whether Yoda was faster or Grievous was faster, and it ends up just being Grievous, which is took a little bit of a wrong direction there, but yeah, playing with a Yoda wheel on this level feels very different. And like, yes, it's possible, and yes, you can. Yes, it's not even that big of a change, but the wheel is so different because you chose Grievous instead of Yoda. Good, get the 1P2C in here. Some more 1P2C. It's a lot of 1P2C. Oh, this is the main thing you need Grievous for. It gets this jump a lot easier. But it's still possible with Yoda, but you can do it a lot easier with Grievous. And then you can do this wall climb here to get to this kit. And then you can do this wall climb here to get out of it. So that's 3 things in quick succession that are way easier and more efficient with Grievous. I think the alternate strat with Yoda is you can clip through the bottom and get the kit, and then go back down, and then do the normal clip that you would do in free play, which just goes right through the wall. But all right, Kashyyyk. This is a good level. I don't remember why it's a good level, but it's a good level. Still have to watch a little cutscene. Oh, this is why it's a good level. Okay. So, just the out of bounds is really funny. And the movement, going in the circles and going all around is really fun. This clip is annoying, but also it's pretty cool. Just go all the way around. Completely bypass saving the Wookiees. And the fact that you bypass saving the Wookiees, it recalls how they intend you to play challenges. They intend it to have you play it pretty much doing the story strats, but also using your free play characters to get the kits as needed. And it's just completely obliterated with this tech. And so it just, it's so far removed from the original intention of the category that, even thinking about it is just funny. And sometimes some of the tree collision is weird, and it can upwarp some of those enemies. So sometimes they just, have a fun time on that one tree. Really, really clean movement from Zach. Not unexpected. I think next we've got Grievous, which is the second shortest, um, the second shortest challenge level, um, because it goes um 6-5 and then it's Grievous. So this one is just so much 1P2C in movement, and we've optimized these routes pretty far. Oh, I had some trouble getting over that wall. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if it's shorter than Jedi Battle. I think it is, but they might be. They're about the same length. So another nice thing about Ghost Yoda is that he doesn't die to those bombs there. So it makes that section easier than it would be in like 100% when you're doing the challenge. Not much to say here with this level, besides the fact that that whole front section is annoying. The 1P2Cs here are really cool though. But again, a hard lock risk, right, with that one because of how it pulls your camera. I don't know if I've personally ever hard locked there, but it's been known to happen. Another tricky Yoda grab. It's just like the one in Dagobah, just because it happens to be close enough that you can Yoda grab it, but far enough that it sucks the Yoda grab. So it's unsurprising, but unfortunately not unexpected. Good. This room is frustrating because a lot of 1P2C ideas just wouldn't work just because of the geometry and camera of the room. So you have to go get those manually. Oh, fun thing about this section. If you switch directly to Yoda to slash into that room, this hallway, I guess, you're going to have a bad time because if you switch to Ghost Yoda, it kills you. And you have to start at the beginning of the elevator. So what you do is you switch to a droid first, and then back to Ghost Yoda, because for some reason, it doesn't kill you anymore. It's just, it has a problem with you switching to Ghost Yoda. Alright, so now it's time for probably the most boring level in this category. Mostly just an auto-scroller, but you get to do the fun free play thing where you have the two Millennium Falcons pushing each other, so it ends up being way faster because it pushes the camera forward and pushes you forward slightly faster. I think it ends up saving like 5 or 6 seconds or something, maybe more. But yeah.
Can I come in with a quick donation?
Please.
We have $36 more from Raffo. and he's going to be putting $11 towards the yellow car for Lego Racers and 25 towards the Lego Indiana Jones Disguises, meaning that incentive has been met, and currently yellow car is now beating the blue car by $1. So if you want the blue car, then you should donate.
Thank you. Yeah. Not much else to do with this level. This level was always intense for, you know, like record pace runs, because it's a lot of sitting and waiting, but there's also, you know, some skill, so it's better than like in any percent, which I guess does have skill, but I don't know. I feel like any percent is a lot more chill than this category for this level. But it definitely gets the anxiety going a little bit. I've been informed that there's a crazy strat coming up. That was crazy. I have not seen that before. It speeds you up through the rest of the level. Alright. Well, it's just like the death strat, but it just speeds you up through the rest of the level, which is pretty cool. What he did was he ended up killing himself on the ship so that he could continue moving at a faster speed through the rest of the level. Because of the game's like adaptive difficulty type setting for this level, if you take a death, it gold. Okay, awesome. So I guess it does save time. But yeah. So it ends up saving time just because it pushes you further throughout the level, and also there's a lot less people at the end to shoot at you, but that doesn't really matter in this case. Alright, on to episode 2. So, funny thing about episode 2, it is way faster than all of the other episodes. So every episode is about 15 minutes. 15, 16, 14 if you're good. But it has 4 of the shortest levels in the game. And so it's it ends up being like 10 or 11 minutes. I don't remember the exact times, but yeah, 11 sounds right. All right, if you enter this cutscene with Yoda, it's not good because he does the slow walk with the cane, and then you have to wait an additional like 10 years. Another gold for Zach. Excellent. Really good golds today. All right, so now we have one of my favorite levels, Gunship Cavalry Challenge. It's so fast, and the 1P2C is just cool, and the skips are cool. It's just a good level. So when you switch so rapidly like that, you can actually, it gives you a tiny bit of height. So, you can just fly over the edge of the that ledge right there, and you can just continue, like just flying around as you would. Oh my gosh, how did he miss that? That was crazy. So usually the strat is to leave your player trapped in, and then you go around the wall. And so that when you load in, you have two players, and one can grab that kit, and you can focus on the other side kit. Yeah, I have no idea. That was crazy. But yeah, so the advantage of that is that trying to maneuver in that part of the level is pretty difficult because of the collision around that second to last kit. So it can be pretty annoying to miss it. Fortunately, the recovery was pretty quick, but all right. This might be the second shortest. This is the one that's about tied with Grievous. Nice. CG. That was pretty clean. That was pretty clean. I didn't see anything huge there in terms of... I didn't see any mess-ups at all, but... Zach does have good menuing, which helps a lot when you have to drop out so much. Didn't get the I think it's like frame perfect or perfect to 2 frames or something, but if you switch at the right time, you can just pop right on that ledge and don't have to jump up for it. The strategic death here so that you respawn at the beginning because you didn't reset a spawn point. Great. Definitely a weird clip there, but saves time. Don't have to use the panel. 1v2c in this room is not fast or recommended. Cool section right here. So this is a time when the camera also had to be figured out because if you go too far, it'll pull you off. That's another gold for Zach. I am kind of shocked at the amount of golds that he's getting, but not really that shocked considering how he's playing. All right, Camino. This is where we have our big mega warp. So we'll be able to showcase that here. But just to remind, the mega warp mechanics were if you have your other character on screen but like far away, you can warp to their location just by... Oh, nice, you got the quick grab there. You can warp to their location just by existing. So it's kind of weird, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So leaving the first player behind to come to this section, get this kit, triple jump over here to get this next kit, and then if you line up your camera right with this triple jump, you can just, by calling in the other player, you get pulled to them. So really good, really quick demonstration there. Pretty saucy clip right there. Then another mini Mega Warp. Well, no, not a Mega Warp, but you can call in and then drop out, and then drop back in with your next player, and that is similar to a Mega Warp, but it doesn't automatically do the dropping out for you. You have to do it manually. Oh, missed that. Alright, so this is kind of weird to explain. So, when you go through that section, if you just tried to fly across that section early, it'll just delete your character and move you back to the front. It doesn't like kill you. It just moves you back. I don't know. It's weird. You disappear for a while and then you appear back at the edge. But if you go with both players, it only takes one of them out and the other one can keep going. So that's basically what he did, and it saves a bit of time because you don't have to wait for Django. All right, and that was Camino. So now we really only have one more level, and that's Bounty Hunter Pursuit. Very quick level. Really fun level too when you're not, pulling your hair out over it. Like, yeah, like that. But yeah, so we're already almost done with episode 2, just for context of how much faster it feels than the rest of the episodes. Really well-timed 1P2C clip there. Again, you have to work with the camera a lot on that specific part. Nice. What a lot of people do there is they just, that was really good. A 6-second couple. Best episode 2? Wow, alright. We are very lucky to be watching this. That's really insane. Alright, so now we're on to the last episode. Again, we don't want to go all the way to the end because that's just unnecessary movement. So we're just going to go in regular episode order, or level order this time. Doing good. This level is frustrating because it's a lot of really boxed in spaces. So a lot of the camera in the 1PC is really restrictive. But you can still do it. Alright, gets the triple jump, and... Alright, good. Yeah, so... saved some movement backwards. This clip's fun. Because Yoda clips are really weird with those doors, so it's faster to just go this other way around. so skips that camera pan, which is really good. That 1P2C was really good too. The lines are really optimized there. Good. Unfortunately, it looks like he may have bled a couple of seconds here and there. Invasion of Naboo. I think this is one of Zach's strongest free play levels too. Interested to see how that carries over too. Oh. Immediately got stuck on a running droid as I was saying that, but it is one of his better levels, at least in my memory. Yeah, the movement is always so mesmerizing to watch in free play categories. So, just all the little micro optimizations, like slashing and then switching. Oh, that tree jump is really annoying too. So, that was pretty good. One P2C. Nice. Three-second gold. He's kind of on fire right now. Alright, we're getting closer to one of the more fear-inducing parts of the run, and that's going to be pod fraud. Pod fraud is normally fine, and players that are good at it still get a little bit worried in challenges just because of the stakes. Because it's at the very end, and if you mess it up, you're going to be losing a lot of time. Plus, missing a kit in pod race is really stressful. Oh, that was another little mega warp. But yeah, so pod race is going to be really interesting because missing a kit is a big deal. Looking like sunny skies so far from this level. Some weird camera geometry happens in this level for 1P2C, but not bad. Alright, here we go. So, start with that first one. So, okay, so the thing about pod fraud in this level, you can get every single kit except for one in the first lap. The last one, is third lap exclusive. So you want to get all 9 kits that you can in the first lap, which already adds some pressure because you don't want to miss any of them. You don't want to, have to take the extra time at the end to get them. And then pod fraud is stressful, and then that third kit, that last kit actually can be a little bit tricky because if you miss that one, then you have to go all the way around again, or you have to. It's bad. So it can be a very stressful level for challenges runners. Oh, so normally in pod fraud, you would call in right away, but if you stay there, you can get that kit right there on the first lap instead of the second. Good. Triggered the lap. Flying across. Called in. Perfect. Awesome. Looks like he did it. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty... Yeah, that was... It definitely looked a little sketchy, but got through it. Got all the kits. We're good. We're in the end zone. One PUC triple jump there. Doing well. This is... The levels in episode 1 have weird geometry. They feel very boxed in. So the strats are definitely feel a little more constricted, but some good animation canceling is necessary in this level as well, which Zach has. Oh. I don't even know what happened, but we're good. Good at dodging those. Yeah, so before we used Ghost Yoda, we just used to use Yoda, and that was pretty awful because enemies would continue to shoot you. It definitely makes the quality of running this category significantly better, the fact that Ghost Yoda exists and can Yoda clip. Alright. Oh, I forgot to check if he got Grievous in this. The Grievous is also useful in this level because you can wall climb out the side and skip the cutscene that's about to play. But you could also do this, which I forgot about. Alright, that was cool. I forgot about that strat. But before that strat, people would just hope that they would get Grievous, and it saved like 10 seconds to watching that cutscene. So, it would always be... And the joke was always that you never get Grievous on a good run. Because it just never happened for some reason. All right, we're in the last level here. Time is pretty good so far. You know, discounting the incident in Echo Base. This 1P2C is really cool. There's an interesting Yoda clip, and then you stay on the inside. Gotta get that camera. Good. Kit was acquired. Oh. Almost went through. Good. Alright. Now, another place where fast animation canceling really is effective is right here. It can save you so many seconds over someone that's not as good at animation cancels. And, you know, Zacs are really good, so. It's nice that just by killing that mall entity, you can just go through and get these kits without any issues. Alright, we're coming into the last 2 kits here. One in this hallway, and then the next one is going to be on the... Whoa! Alright. Wow, okay, so that was CG, apparently. So that last half of the run was full of some really good moments. That was a really cool strat. I did not know about that. Awesome. Congratulations.
I'm unmuting. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, good.
Hope you guys. Thanks for commentating, Parker.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out the TCS Discord if you want to get into this game, and definitely play this category. It's really cool. Sorry about the Echo Base incident. I actually would have PB'd if that didn't happen, so that's funny. Anyway.
Oh my God, would you actually have?
I would have, yeah. Well, good.
That's horrible.
Good run though. Besides that, it's a good time. I definitely recommend getting into this category.
Yeah, no, it was excellent. Fun to watch.
Yeah. So, I guess.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Take care, guys, and.